After the March 21st meeting, when the City Council voted to remove travel lanes on 68th Street, the residents were angry. Here is just a sample of the many emails that residents have sent to the city, voicing their opposition to road diets.
I just saw the list of roads the City Transportation Department is proposing to reduce lanes and to make them more bike-friendly. This is absolutely ridiculous to even think of. As a biker myself, why would I select a street that's backed up with traffic and frustrated drivers?
Why can't you at least reach out to residents and hear our opinions, all of us? The majority of residents have no idea what is about to hit them.
This is a horrible idea when combined with the unbelievable number of new apartments.
We need wider roads for all the traffic your pet apartment projects will generate.
The facts are that the majority of people will continue to drive vehicles, whether EV or gas-powered. We will not use public transportation, nor ride bicycles on a regular basis for basic transport from point A to point B. Lastly, remember that you are voted into office and you can be voted out.
Stop this nonsense. These road diets have been tried before. When I lived in California, it was a horrendous failure and had to be reversed.
Overall, this whole plan reeks of Big Brother forcing a whole new way of life upon us with no concern for our feelings and needs.
We're hearing you've approved the destruction of 68th Street through an absurd trend called road diets. Now, I also hear you have a diet in mind on Drinkwater and Goldwater Boulevard. This is insane. Weren't these roads constructed to reduce the through traffic on Scottsdale Road? Now you want to narrow them?
Outside of the idiotic idea of removing 2 lanes on 68th Street, we now discover you have plans to do the same at between 16 to 18 additional locations. This initiative further degrades the quality of life we once enjoyed.
Road diets are a ridiculous solution to our traffic. We are California transplants and traffic issues were a major factor in our relocation to Scottsdale.
You've already created a traffic nightmare for drivers by allowing the incredible amount of new construction over the last few years. Now by approving 10,000 more housing units, you are making our current horrible traffic problem even worse.
Just stop the road diet plans. Leave our Legend Trail Parkway alone.
Why is it so necessary to limit traffic lanes to create bicycle lanes? Do as many cyclists use these roads as cars and trucks do?
Please stop the narrowing of 96th Street and all other streets. We live right off 96th Street in Shea, and it is bad enough already. If it were narrowed, we would never be able to make a left turn out of Gold Dust Road.
Let the residents vote on this issue after everyone has had a chance to be educated and give their input. Big Brother is not needed to tell us what is best for us if we are educated and are a part of the process.
Our community has grown tremendously and will continue to grow with all the apartments being built. It seems ludicrous to me to tear up a perfectly good road where the traffic flows smoothly to shrink it down, creating congestion. Put a stop to this idiotic idea of road diets. I'm guessing the only reason this would make sense to any of you is that maybe you own a road construction company or you are beholden to someone who does. I have zero trust in your cognitive abilities.
Spend our money on something useful, like patching potholes and resurfacing streets, not some ideological unwanted fantasy.
I urge the City Council to put aside any agenda and listen to your constituents.
Please stop your road diet plans, especially for Legend Trail Parkway. Stop thinking you know what's best for us. We have lived in this city for most of our adult lives. 30+ years. We are disgusted with the road diet idea. We are also very disappointed, concerned and frustrated that the City Council continues to not do what the citizens want. Where is the communication between the people who live here and the council?
4 people are now deciding and ruling and making decisions for tens of thousands of unheard and ignored citizens.
I hear noises of starting a referendum to get this on the ballot. Others are using their energy to make sure we vote the 4 of you out as soon as possible. I think that you all should start being honest with residents. It's way too easy to see through all your spin.
We will remember who was in favor of this come voting time.
We can only hope in time those who voted to reduce roadway capacity will be removed from the City Council. The council continues to approve housing developments and commercial building against the wishes of the majority, resulting in increased population and street congestion.
Our roads are in a state of disrepair. Please use our tax dollars to fix the crumbling roads.
Scottsdale is growing, and the roads can barely accommodate the people who live here, let alone those who move here each day. And you want to condense the flow of traffic with road diets? Are you insane? Are you not driving around and seeing what your constituents are going through?
I saw your hearings in which you are looking to shrink roadways for bike paths. This is not something we need or want as residents. Our tourists would not enjoy it and would leave, taking their money, part of our tax base, to other cities in the area.
What exactly is the point of this? In Portland and Chicago, where it was tried, it was a disaster.
The existing road constructions, closures, and redirections are taking a toll, and we don't need any more of this.
The road improvements underway in North Scottsdale are about as disorganized as I have experienced in my 63 years, a complete mess.
We don't need more bike lanes. The idea is idealistic, but not practical. It is too hot to ride bikes most of the year anyway, and very, very unsafe.
When will the council begin to listen to the population that you represent? We find it is now our mission to work for your replacement and to support candidates who listen to the people.
I encourage you to reject these bad ideas and direct staff to work towards more practical and realistic solutions.
This whole thing is not a democratic process. It is authoritarian.
Those who support this are misguided and obviously do not give a darn about our great city nor the citizens of Scottsdale.
I don't see the point of these changes.
I can't believe the transportation department is on a mission to reduce traffic lanes on some roads supposedly to make them more bike-friendly. They are all over the city, so no area is spared. We can be bike-friendly without taking out travel lanes in the process.
My sincere hope is that you will listen to the citizens and respect their opinions on road diets. Citizens want this to be on the next ballot. Remember that you were voted in, and can be voted out too. We will not forget that you think we can't have a say in what happens in our city.
If you too would like to send a message to the City Council, you could email citycouncil@scottsdaleaz.gov.